Hi everyone, welcome to the Buchanan Area Senior Center Fireplace Conversations. Today we are featuring Jeanne Harris. She is the president of our board member. Thank you so much for joining us. We're very excited for you to be here.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
And Jeanne, just how did you become a part of the BASC? What made you want to be part of the BASC team? Were you a participant, a senior that you came first? And how did you get on the board? How's that history? What's that story?
Okay, when I retired, I was looking for something to do, didn't quite know what I wanted to do. And a friend of mine, Diane Robinson, she was always coming up here and she kept saying, you should come to the center, play bingo, do this, whatever. So I did. I started coming up here, and getting involved in the activities. Mm-hmm. Then Monroe, who was the program coordinator at that time, she said, why don't you run to be on the board? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. We'll take an application, she says, take it home, fill it out and think about it. So I did. And I decided, well, yeah, I will, run to be on the board. So that's how I got involved in the senior center. And that's how I ended up being on the board of directors.
Okay, and how long have you been on the board?
Since 2014.
Oh, so you've been on the board for some time.
Yes, I have.
Thank you. Our board members,
Yes.
They really do help us and encourage us and support us. So thank you so much for all you do.
Yes.
So now you are the president.
I am.
Your term started this fall?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
It did. Yes, it started in November 2020. Yes. And it will be for 2 years.
Yes. Do you see any kind of plans that you might want to see implemented with the center? Or do you have any ideas that you're willing to share?
Well, we're always trying to improve. As a board, we're always trying to improve and, make things better for our seniors. Our seniors come first. They are our top priority. So whatever we do, we have our seniors in mind.
Okay.
As to make it a fun place and a safe place, and just to overall improve.
Wonderful. You did mention that you retired.
Yes.
And I know that Jeanne and I had worked together in different departments many years ago.
Yes, we did.
Because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that know you through that work environment.
Absolutely.
Do you want to share anything about that?
Well, we worked at Clark Equipment Credit Corp together. Yeah. Yes, we did. Yeah. And with a lot of people that are looking at us, they were part of that environment also.
Yeah, the Buchanan.
Buchanan, yes. Yeah, it was a great place to work. Yeah.
What department did you work in?
I worked in Treasury Records, and then I ended up in credit financing.
Okay. For Monroe or for the Bobcats or for the forklifts?
For the forklift.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought you worked over material handling, and I was over on the Bobcat side.
Okay.
And then I went over to the marketing.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. A long time ago. That's exciting. What do you like best about being on the board?
Well, I like the camaraderie of the board members. Everybody gets along. Like I said, our main focus is the seniors. Mm-hmm. So. And when we have a task in front of us, we complete it. We do what we have to do to get things done. Yeah.
And Jeanne is also a huge volunteer for the center. She is always there, a telephone call away.
Right.
Jeanne is a telephone call away. She's like, hey, can you answer the telephones for us? Can you sit in, on this committee? And just a lot of things, whenever we need her. Right now we're only 3 people with a part-time medical transportation driver. And even though we are closed, well, not closed, we're open, but with limited programs and restrictions on how many people we are able to have in the center, you'd be surprised how busy we can be. And we're learning to do things differently, such as the virtual classes that we are offering. And that takes work because we're learning how to do things differently. Mm-hmm. And we are learning to share information and try to still keep everybody connected. So
Yes.
Jeannie, like I said, there's times that we need somebody to fill in with us because we are busy, or somebody has the day off too, so we can breathe.
Yes.
Yes, we do thank you for your volunteer work. And
Thank you.
did you, before you became on the board, did you do a lot of volunteering as well?
No, I did not.
Okay.
No, I did not.
Okay.
No.
So what did you, do you mind asking when you retired? Just trying to get an idea. How long did you come to the senior prior to being on the board? Was it a few years or a very short period of time?
Probably about a year.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's pretty
I would say
short.
about a year. Yeah.
And what did you participate in when you came to the senior center prior to being a board member?
Well, mainly it was bingo.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what, my friend Diane was always telling me about, come on, we play bingo, or we're having a Halloween party or something. So, but mainly it was, bingo. So, when I would come up, that's, basically what, I was involved in. And so, then I ended up being a bingo caller, and I just played.
So that's volunteer work.
Yeah,
That's what we're talking
yeah.
about.
And then being involved when we had something special going on, the parties or whatever, I was always one to raise my hand and volunteer. I'll help out,
Yeah.
because I enjoyed being up here,
There was something about,
Yeah.
when I started board, we were in the pandemic, in the very beginning stages, and we were not even open. Then we slowly opening up to different classes and programs. Just, that relationship, just with the people that I know, people who come to, continuously to different programs and that relationship. So I'm very excited when we are, because it will come back one day. I'm very positive of that.
Yes.
And, getting to meet people and having that
Mm-hmm.
laughter, what I'm hearing,
Exactly.
the laughter,
Yes.
the music, and from the exercise classes, and how everybody just really just have
Mhm.
it's family. It's where you come to socialize and
Oh, absolutely.
gather,
Yes.
gathering place.
Mhm. Yes, it is. It
Yeah.
is. Yes.
Wow, that's awesome. So a little bit more personal, so we get to know Jeannie. What did you want to be when you was growing up? Did you have any
I did. I always said I wanted to be a nurse.
Oh,
But, the older I got, it got closer to, graduation and I thought, I don't know if I can do this or not,
yeah,
And one of the main things I thought about is, I don't know if I could, be around small babies and they get sick, and what have you. And then I was thinking, well, I don't really like the sight of blood. So,
that's a huge one.
a nurse is not what I'm supposed to do. So,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So,
When you thought about nursing, you thought more like the hospital end of it then? Were you thinking about that?
yeah, absolutely. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Going to nursing school and doing that, but then I changed my mind. It's like, and that's not what I want to do. I don't want to go to school and do that.
Yes. Did you go right to Clark financing to the Clark after high school then? I know a lot of people went from high school into.
Yeah, no, I did not.
Okay.
Actually, I had other jobs before that.
Oh, okay.
And then I ended up at Clark's. I didn't go into credit financing right away. I started down at Clark's. I started at Clark's down by the duck pond. So I started in HR.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, I started in the mailroom.
Oh,
And from the mailroom, I
wow.
was a receptionist. And then from a receptionist, I went to HR. Then from HR, I ended up in purchasing.
Okay.
So then that's when the plant was leaving. And so I ended up getting a job down at Clark Credit.
Oh my gosh, that's interesting.
Yes, that's how it all started. It did.
I've heard a lot of stories where people who worked for Clark, they started right out of high school, and they did with you. And
Yeah.
there's a couple of the people I know that started in a mailroom,
Yes.
and
yes.
they worked their way up into,
Yeah.
all different departments, different
Exactly.
areas,
exactly.
doing different things.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
those were the fun days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were.
They
They
were.
were.
As a child, what is one of your favorite memories growing up in Buchanan, or maybe a vacation? What do you look back and that gives you joy?
Well, I thought about that when I was filling out, the questions that you were going to ask. And the first thing that came to mind was growing up in Buchanan, but growing up on the north side in my neighborhood. That was for all of us that grew up there. We have so many fond memories. The families were so close knit. All the fathers worked at Clark's, and most of the mothers did not work,
Right.
But we all grew up together, and we went to the same church, went to the same schools, and we played together. So there are so many memories from growing up on the north side. And we still talk about them. We get together and,
Good old days.
Yeah, even the younger generation, younger than me, they have memories also, so.
What kind of things did you do? Do you guys play like kick the ball or anything like ball? Like I'm thinking of hitting the ball in the like baseball or anything, or did you guys get on your bicycles and just travel town?
Yeah, we rode our bikes, and I remember, just living 2 blocks from the river. We could walk down to the river. We could go this way. There was a road. There were homes there, but you could walk all the way down past those homes, go to the river, or else we could go like this way and a block over, and we could walk down to the river.
Gosh. So what did you guys do? Just skip stones? Or just hang out?
That's what we would do. There are rocks in the water, whatever. Yeah, there was, so many that fished. They would go fishing down there, But I remember me and some of my friends, we would just walk down there, like I said, throw rocks into the water. So.
Just have chats and laugh and just do all the things you don't. It's hard to put into. What did I really do? We just laughed.
Yeah,
we just did things.
That's what we did. We were kids, so that's what we did. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's nice.
It's a fun time.
Yeah. I remember, I grew up in Sawyer, which is, over by Warren Junior State Park. I lived right there, so we'd walk there. And then when I was in my 5th grade, we went to Buchanan, and getting on the bicycle. That was like what we did. We just got on our bicycle and we just rode all over the place. And and then
fun days.
Yeah, and then in the neighborhood, the kids would play and do things. Walking was another thing. You just walked around town.
Yeah, we, we did that too. We could walk all over our neighborhood.
Yeah,
we could walk down to the Tasty Freeze. We could just walk. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
it was great. Just had to be home when the sun went down. You had to be at home when the street lights came on.
Yeah. Good old days.
Good old days. Yeah. Yes.
Sometimes I wonder what was with me. Like I had to be home by dinner, and I have no idea how I actually came home. I didn't have a watch. Maybe I was at a friend's house and watched the clock. Yeah. But there's no phone or anything like that to tell me, oh, I got to go. That is so funny. So you do like coming to the senior center, and you spend a lot of time here. So again, we appreciate you, Jeanne, very, very much.
Thank you.
What else do you like to do in your free time? What do you do to relax? What do you do to entertain yourself? And I know right now it's kind of with the being quarantined.
Yeah.
Even what you do now, and then what did you do when we weren't quarantined?
Well, like I said, now. And with it being winter time, there's not much you can do other than being in the house, If it was a normal time, I would be up here an awful lot, for the different activities, that go on. So, and before the weather turned in the summertime, spring and summer, I love to work out in my yard. I love it.
Yeah.
And so I can go out there in the morning and I can stay out there until it's almost dark. I can do that all day long. So now there's not much to do but be in the house and watch TV and eat.
And eat and eat and
eat. And eat and eat. So, yeah. But, and then in normal times, I'm active, you know, in my church, you know.
Oh,
I have a
nice.
women's group, you know, that
Okay.
I'm in.
Do you
know,
do like
so-
Bible study? Will you read
Yeah, we
the
do have
and
Bible
talk about
study.
that,
Yeah,
or-
we have Bible study like every Tuesday evening.
Okay.
You know, then my women's group, we had a prayer conference call every Wednesday.
Okay.
You know, so yeah. So other than that, that's
Yeah.
about it. Because now there's no activities going on anywhere. So
Yeah, unfortunately, that is the case.
yeah,
And people are getting bored.
yes,
I just talked to a senior,
Like
a patron, and she's like, "I am so bored." Like,
Yes, yes. Well, Mr. Center, yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
What makes you laugh? I said, "What makes her laugh?" In case you can't hear me.
What makes me laugh? I was thinking about that, and people make me laugh. I like to be around people, you know, that are comical people.
Mhm.
I have two girlfriends, and they can be so funny, Lily and Betty.
I
And
love those names.
they will crack you up. And Betty just has this laugh that when she laughs, everybody around her will laugh too. You know. So that's what I like. I like to be around people that are comical people that make you laugh. Because
Yeah.
that's uplifting and you know, and yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
just a
good.
natural happy. Yeah.
Very good.
Yes.
We do have a little bit more time, so I'm going to give you some impromptu questions.
Mhm.
So, you talked about working out in the yard.
Yes.
So, do you like to grow flowers? Do you just manicure? What do you like about working out in the yard?
I love working out in the yard. I have a flower bed. I used to have 3, but I've condensed that, you know. So just have 1. And as far as the manicuring part, I do that too. This year, well, last year now, was the first year I ever cut my grass.
Oh,
So I start cutting my grass. I learned how to do that.
okay.
And I learned how to weed eat, you know, and
Yeah.
I've always edged my grass, you know, but I just took on a couple more, you know, extra tasks, you know, in my yard because I like for my yard to look nice,
Yeah.
you know, and I think I'm meticulous with it.
Good.
So, yeah, so that's what I do. I do the raking and the edging and I do all that. Yes.
Wow, that takes a lot of time,
Yeah.
and it's
yes.
good exercise too.
It is.
Because you're
Very good
using muscles that you
exercise.
don't use.
Yes,
normally.
yes. And this year I took on the task of painting my storage shed. I
Oh.
sanded it and then I
Oh
washed
wow,
it
that's
down,
huge. Yeah.
and then I painted it. So I did that.
That
Yes.
is huge, huge
Yeah,
task.
That was a huge task. Very huge.
Oh.
Yeah.
And-
So
What kind of flowers then do you like to have in your garden? Do you have anything specific that you like?
perennials. You know,
Yeah.
got to come back. I don't want to be planting every single year.
Yeah.
So I have a hydrangea and I have
nice.
daisies.
Oh, those are my favorite.
Yes, yes. And I have a plant that's called Lucifer, you know, and I have peonies.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm trying to grow a rose bush. I'm trying, you know, but
Yeah, they
that's
take
what
a
I
lot of
have.
work.
Yeah.
Did you have on your rose bush? Did you have like June bugs come that would like eat? I think they were June bugs. There was some kind of bug, beetle,
never
or maybe
heard
some
of
kind of
that.
beetle. Because that's what I have in my house. Is that they just eat the leaves.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Just
No, I
must be where I live.
Yeah.
Must be where I live. What else would you like to share? What else would you like for people to know about you?
Well, I think that was a question that you had down. I don't quite remember how it was worded, but how would you describe yourself? I think. I'm not sure, but
I'm just, yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
what bit of wisdom would you like to
Yes,
share with
yep. I was saving
others?
that for the break, but yeah, you go right ahead.
That was it. And yeah, I thought about that, and what came to mind was just be yourself, you know. Just be
Yeah.
yourself, just be who you are, you know. And first and foremost, you have to love yourself. You have to love you. And I always say, you know, no one's going to treat you better than you treat yourself.
Yeah.
You know, so if you do that first, then that, you know, goes out and people know, you know, oh, I'll have to treat her this way, or, you know.
Yeah. Show them.
Yeah.
Show them how to treat you.
How to treat you, yes. And like I said, love yourself.
Oh, yeah.
That's first and foremost. You know, you have to love you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're speaking my language, girl.
I know.
I just love self-empowerment and really working through the self-worth and putting out there, you know, who you are, and you know, and also treating other people in that same kind of respect as well. Yes, and that's where the things, you know, with the gratitude, things just kind of, everything is, I mean, not, the world is chaotic. We're going to admit that. And it's, you know, you have different personalities. People are at different places in their lives on different journeys, and not everybody understands what we're talking about, or even know how to do it, or even think they deserve it. So that's where, you know, where you can, that wisdom is beautiful.
Right.
You just, work, that's
what
you want to do.
Yes.
Yeah, she shares beautiful. If you're on Facebook, you know, be sure, you know, she might want to ask her to be a friend if she wants to, but she shares wonderful posts as well. Very uplifting, very positive, and encouraging. I mean, you are such an encourager. You are such a supporter of so many people on the board, with us here at the staff, with our seniors. And you're in Compassionate Colors, right?
I am.
Club.
I am.
Yeah, the Compassionate Colors Club is where we have volunteers such as Jeanne and many others who call seniors, patrons who are not able to get out as much, who live alone, and they call just for comfort, to check on them, you know, health-wise, and for to be there to listen. Can you share and with us a little bit more about the Compassionate Callers?
Yes, the Compassionate Callers Club is where either a senior or a senior's family wants someone to call them every day and check on them, and just to make sure they're okay. And just, you know, you talk with them, you have a conversation with them, and you get a feel of their mood, how they are doing, you know. And so we have volunteers or someone that calls every day, Monday through Friday, to check on these seniors. So, and it's quite rewarding because we know most of them from the senior center, and some are not able to come, you know, when we were, you know, open. We're not able to come, you know, to a lot of the activities, but yet it's still.
Yeah, we didn't even offer lunch.
Right. Their family wants someone to call them and check on them. And so, as I stated, you know, we call Monday through Friday, and you create, you know, a relationship or friendship with them, you know, and you get a feel if they're having a good day or a bad day, and they will open up and say, I'm not feeling good, you know, or, you know, can you call me back later, you know. So, so that's what the Compassionate Callers Club is all about, reaching out to those seniors, checking on them, and making sure they're okay. Exactly.
It is a wonderful program that we have here at the Buchanan Area Senior Center. And as Jeanne mentioned, it is a wonderful way to give back and contribute. And the seniors are very, very grateful for them. And it's so fun. I don't do it on a daily basis. Every once in a while I might call somebody just to check, you know, maybe they were going to the doctor, just want to see how things went. But even with people coming in and just developing those relationships and that connection. And that's part of what the Fireplace conversations, that was my intention, my goal, was to create a space that we could still connect with you, and even though we're not here, but to connect with you guys so you know what's going on, to know that we care about you, we're thinking of you, and we definitely miss you. And so if you know anyone, a senior, an elder, who needs, or you feel it would be beneficial for them to receive a Compassionate Caller call, please call us. If you'd like to volunteer to be on our roster to call seniors, We can always use the people to help us out. Call us here at the center at 695-7119. We'd love to hear from you. Anything else you'd like to say, my friend?
No, I've enjoyed this. And I thank you for inviting me to do this today.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's good.
And I would just like to say, if there's any seniors out there, you have not been coming to the senior center. And I'm always trying to get seniors to come. You know, even those that I went to school with, some of them think that they're not old enough to come to the senior center yet. They'll put that stigma on them. But it's not about, you know, because you're older, it's just coming and being involved in the activities and creating friendships. You know, I have created so many friendships since I started coming to the Buchanan Senior Center. You know, people that lived in Buchanan, but of course I didn't know all of them, you know. And of course people from Niles come. But it is a great place. We have a great staff, Diana and the rest of the staff, and our director, Adam. And we have a great board too. Well, like I said, we put the seniors first.
Yes.
First and foremost. That's what it's all about. We have a lot of activities, and we have a lot of, you know, agencies that we could connect you with, or if someone in your family, you know, has issues or problems and you don't know where to go to seek help, you know, you can find all that here at the Senior Center. So, yeah, it's a great place. Yes, it's a great place.
Yes, I feel very lucky and very blessed that my journey has taken me here and working with everybody, and it's wonderful. It is.
Yes,
It's so wonderful.
yes.
And yeah, a lot of things.
Yes. Well, we're very blessed to have you, Diana.
Oh.
You just came in and you
Thank
just
you.
came in running, and
Thank you.
yes, so.
It was meant to be.
It was.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. Yes, it was.
Thank
It
you.
was.
And Jeanne, like I said, I just cannot say enough about how much she actually does here at the center. And even, you know, like I said, we might not be as busy, but we still need volunteers and we still need help.
Yes.
And she is always a yes girl, so thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate
You're
you so
welcome.
much. And as she said, you know, laughter is so important. You know, be around the people who make you laugh, and even if you can't see each other face to face, you know, pick up that telephone call and just start laughing and talking, and that helps you keep you healthy. It helps keeps you less stressed. So that's wonderful. And most importantly, like Jeanne had said, love yourself and take care of you. We're so grateful. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you
Thank
for
you.
having me.
Thank you,
Yes.
everyone. Yeah, we are so blessed. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. Blessings to all.